I think that an important thing for us ladies to check into before we get involved with any people is checking with our body is, do I feel safe? Not, do I need to be nice? Should I act in a certain way to be receptive, to be open? Whether you're working with clients, personal people, anywhere in life, that's one thing I came across in doing my parts work, is that I had bypassed my need to feel safe. So I would judge myself for not being receptive enough, not being open-hearted enough. And I think in the past, when I was too quick to think that, oh, some guy could be like a great guy to date, I didn't know him. I didn't check in with feeling safe. I went in my head of, oh, this could be a great guy, or I would make up a story. And I think that's how people get catfished also and scammed and fall in love with someone they never met, because they're not checking in if they feel safe. They're just going off in their heads and building a fantasy and falling in love with the guy based on the fantasy. The same way that men who are not horny at all, they're bored, they turn on the porn, and then they get horny. So they're not horny already. They're getting horny from the porn. So it's the thoughts and the fantasies and the visuals that can create a feeling in us. But I think people have to check in. This is maybe, that porn thing was maybe not a perfect analogy, but it's like, do I feel safe? And that's why men have to remember that they have to act in a way for a woman to feel safe. I'm just leaving Pilates, guys. I had an awesome Pilates this morning. And for us ladies to be like, do I feel safe? Rather than, oh, this guy's so hot, or I want to fuck this guy, or, you know, this is what I need to do to get this guy. What should I text the guy? All of this is bypassing, do I feel safe? Any attempts at, you know, I gotta change this guy, how can I change myself to be with this guy, that all can come later, and all that kind of stuff. But I think first we always have to check in as, do I feel safe? And I think as kids, often, you know, we weren't asked if we felt safe, we were just asked to do things. And so I think there's certain qualities or parts that people have suppressed. One is vulnerability, because when we were vulnerable, often we were shamed or ridiculed or rejected, right? So I think people have shut off their vulnerability. And also, do I feel safe? And of course, vulnerability comes with safety. So the more we know someone and the safer we feel, the more vulnerable we will be with them. But for many people, I think the amount of vulnerability that we will share with someone is very limited, no matter how safe they are. But right now I want to talk about safety. And just going on a tangent, this is why I'm against hooking up too, is when guys want to fuck us, they're trying to enter our bodies, more or less, no matter how affectionate or passionate they are. They're masturbating in our vaginas, pretty much. That's how they come. They can't come when we grind on them or whatever. They got to masturbate in our vaginas or in our mouth, right? So they want to enter our mouth, they want to enter our vagina, or maybe they want to enter our ass. They want to enter our bodies, guys. Ladies, they want to enter our bodies. And guys, I think you have to be aware they're trying to enter our body. Even if you want a woman to dominate you, if you're a guy who wants to be dominated, but most men want a woman to be submissive to them. So the woman has to feel trust and she has to feel safety. And I think a lot of women do not even check in on that. They're getting drunk and hooking up with guys and they end up unalived. Or they're just having a hookup with some guy because they want to get attention or whatever. They're not even checking in with, do I feel safe? Because from that safety comes a relaxation and an openness. So I just want people to start. I'm very interested in this parts work, and I just discovered that this morning, that often I would feel like angry with people, especially guys who just come across at me on social media, like on my LinkedIn. They want to connect with me, and then when I connect with them, then they start wanting to ask me personal questions, or, you know, other places where I might come across men where they haven't introduced themselves and now they want something from me, and I would get very, you know, righteously so, feel annoyed or angry or defensive. But really underneath it all was, I don't feel safe. And they're not. They're not. And it wasn't safe. But just making friends with that part has been like a huge, like, I'm happy. I'm happy I discovered this part. It's like, oh, what do I need to feel safe? And what am I going to require so I feel safe? So I'm going to be exploring that a little bit more. I also ordered the workbook on the parts, and I ordered the book No Bad Parts. So I'm going to keep making videos about parts. Those are just different parts of our personality. It could even be exuberance. Like some kids, if they were shamed for being loud or laughing, they could have shamed their exuberance. Or if they had to be like responsible for their parents and they weren't allowed to play, they may have shut down their exuberance. Exuberance is a part. Studiousness is a part. And we have all these parts. But the thing is, when we have repressed parts, they come out in very weird, tricky, sideways ways. So I am having a lot of fun discovering me right now. And I will share some of this with you guys, maybe not all of it, maybe some of it in the membership area. Just remember, also, if you want to join the membership area, I share a little bit more things that I feel are safer to share with people. We're not going to be like leaving nasty comments. And I really appreciate you guys watching my video. I know my channel has not grown at all in years. There's some people I watch whose channels have really grown. I do not know why my channel hasn't grown. I just make these videos that I feel like making, and most of them are about sex and relationships and personal development. But occasionally I throw something in there about working out or cooking or the wars or the economy or parenting. Like, I throw in different things that I'm really thinking about and grappling with. This is my channel just to express myself, and maybe that's the problem. I haven't made it into like a real business per se. But if I try to make it into a business to make money, I'm going to lose my authenticity, I think. So when I have an idea and I have something I want to share that I think is a great insight that I want to share, that's when I make a video. So again, this video is about honoring the part of me that wants to feel safe. Instead of hating it or ignoring it. So thank you for watching my video. Again, just leaving Pilates. It was a super hard workout. I'm so glad I went. I did not want to go. It's been like this June gloom weather in San Diego, even though it's only May. It's been going on since April. I love it. The mornings are really overcast, which is a nice respite from the constant sun. But it makes me like not want to get out of bed in the mornings. But I had signed up for this class. I'm like, I gotta go. I'm really big into keeping my word, honoring my commitments, and not like blowing things off and being like a loser. So unless I'm sick, I'm gonna go. And I'm so glad I went, even though the bed was so comfy. I have such a comfy bed. Did not want to get up. But anyway, thank you for watching my video.